Yes, people, how are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are having a beautiful, fabulous, amazing week. So I am back with another video. In this video, we're getting really transparent, open, and honest today. And that is, yeah, I feel like that is just so important, and I'm so excited to share this with you guys. Because personally, I feel like today we are bombarded with this idea of perfection. It's like everyone is selling us their life, but it's like their life seems so great, you know? And it's like, especially with bloggers, vloggers, influencers, it's like you see this perfection, this perfected way of living life, and it's like overwhelming, and it brings about anxiety when you are going through emotions or going through things in your life that you don't see the people that you possibly look up to or you go to for inspiration going through the same emotions that you go through. Then it turns into this spiral, and making you feel like there's something wrong with you and your life sucks, and why did you get dealt this bad hand in life, and why do you have to deal with these emotions and things like that? When in reality, it doesn't matter how high or how much money you make. It doesn't matter how many vacations you go on or how much you travel the world or any of that. We all go through the same emotions. We all feel fear, anxiety, doubt, sometimes depression. I mean, all of that stuff happens to all of us because we're all human. However, the way we deal with them can be different. And also the fact that we do all deal with them, I feel like it's so important. So that is why I'm choosing to share this information with you guys, share these really transparent and open stories with you guys, because I just really want to provide a realness that I feel like we need. So that's my little intro, that's my little spiel. So this isn't just one overall story. It's just something that I dealt with. I struggled with anger and like temper tantrums and like throwing stuff, and like when I would get frustrated, I would literally be like act out of anger as a way to resolve my frustrations, which isn't okay. So for example, like some examples, like one thing that I used to really struggle with, it wasn't like an everyday thing though, but it would happen frequently. And this is one thing that that would happen periodically throughout like my whole life. You see this hair? I have a lot of hair, right? And I've been doing my own hair since like third, fourth grade or something like that. And ever since I was even little, specifically if I had like a hairstyle idea that I wanted to do for that day, and let's say I woke up late or it just wasn't coming out right, and I had somewhere important to be that day, like school or a date, going out with friends, and my hair wasn't cooperating, or if it was really tangled and it just was taking too much work, or most of the times when it wasn't cooperating, I would literally, to myself, I would get the brush and like bang my head with the brush. Now, you're probably like, okay, you sound like a crazy person. But I would just get so frustrated. I'm just like, you just like, I don't know if you do, maybe you do, you know. But I would like let my frustrations out on my own head and like hit my head. And like, I guess it brought some kind of satisfaction. I let out that anger. But yeah, that was like one thing that I would do. It wasn't all the time, every time I did my hair, but whenever I was just getting fed up, like that's exactly what I would do. And like there's been times like if I'm arguing, this is usually with my parents or something, like if like, you're fighting with your parents or something, or your brother or your sister, I would get mad and I'll just grab whatever I can grab and throw it and break it. Like that felt good. Like, I mean, I feel like that feels good for everybody at some point in time. Sometimes you just gotta break something. But like, I would like throw something or throw something off the, like a glass cup or a mirror, break it, and then yeah, that kind of thing. And there was a moment when I used to live in my small apartment that was when I feel like a lot of things shifted for me. That was when a lot of things changed for me personally, and spiritually. I grew a lot in that apartment, and my like anger and stuff would really like rise up there. And like, I remember it was like this ongoing thing of me losing my keys or losing my credit cards. I would like lose everything. I would like cuss myself out, like, oh my gosh, like, why are you so dumb? Like, you're so stupid, why would you do that? Like just complete temper tantrum. And another one that I still kind of struggle with today, I'm not even gonna lie with you guys right now, I have this thing called gas station rage. I don't know what it is with the gas station, or if there's just something that's trying to pull me back into becoming this angry person or whatever, but every time I go to the gas station, it's like my credit card gets declined from the little machine and I have to go inside when I don't plan to go inside, when I don't feel like going inside, and then it'll be like the card reader doesn't work, the chip reader doesn't work, something, and it just frustrates me. I don't like going to the gas station. I don't like pumping gas. I don't like touching the gas pump. I hate looking at how much gas money costs because I drive a truck. It's just like too much. And all I want to do is just want to go there. I want to go boo boo boo, put in my code, put in my gas and go. But that just doesn't happen for me at gas stations. I don't know what it is. But there have been a couple times where I just get so fed up. Even recently, I got so fed up with this gas station. Every time I go there, right after church too. Every time I go there, the stupid gas station, like the machine doesn't work, and then because it's like kind of like in like a ghetto area, you have to go to the guy who's in the window, and I go to the guy to go up to the window to pay for my gas, give him my card. Someone goes in front of me, and they start buying a whole bunch of stuff. Because it's in the window, the guy has to go and grab all the things he wants. I'm like waiting forever. I got so fed up, I go to the gas station across the street, I skirt off really fast, really loud, get out of my car, slam the door, and then that gas pump was denying my card too. It happens to me way too often, and it's just so frustrating. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then sometimes, most of the time, I put all my money in my savings. That's my way of like budgeting, but I have to transfer, so then sometimes I forget to transfer, so then I'm having to sit there and transfer the money. I just get so fed up, so I go inside after I pump the gas, I go in the car and I throw on my phone and I crack my phone, and it's just like, why did I have to do all that, you know? And so like, yeah, so I would let this anger or whatever when I get frustrated or fed up with something, I would just let it like rise up in me and just spurt out a little like a little dagger of anger, and it comes out in so many different ways. And I share this with you guys because like all of the old stuff, the gas station one, that is still one that I struggle with. I'm not even gonna lie with you. But the other thing, like banging my head with a comb and like talking really bad about myself out loud, and just being really frustrated and throwing things and breaking things, like, well, clearly I'm still throwing my phone, but that was a very rare scenario. No, but like getting to that next level where it's like out of control, not cool. I don't do it anymore, and I feel like for me, the way that I can best identify how I've gotten over it was through living in an apartment with my mom. And whenever I would have those outbursts, my mom was always there. And my mom's a really calm person. Like, she's like so calm. She's like super calm. And me, I'm like hot and cold, right? So it's like I'm super chill, like I'm fine. Like, I'm not just like this angry person at all. I'm like 99% of the time happy, upbeat, very optimistic, very happy, and like cheerful and joyous, excited, whatever. But when I'm not. Like, if I'm sad, I'm sad. If I'm mad, I'm mad. Like, that's how I am. I'm not like, it's like if I'm bored, I'm bored. If I'm over it, I'm over it. So that's how I am. I'm pretty hot and cold. So when I'm mad, I'm mad. And like, just the way that I would deal with my anger, being around my mom, a very peaceful person, like she would be, because she would be the opposite of what I was feeling. So if I was super angry, she'd be super calm, and she would just like calm me down and be like, "No, Clarice, you don't have to do that." And if I throw something, she'll go pick it up. She'll like, go sit down, just kind of relax. So having that juxtaposition and having someone there with me in my private times, I feel like a lot of us don't want people in our private space, but I feel like it's very, very, very important, and it can be a very healing process, and an eye-opening process for both of you. You both can learn from each other, especially if you have difference in personalities. So yeah, living with my mom, I feel like helped me in a lot of ways, with a lot of different things. That is definitely one of them. I still have gas station rage sometimes because the gas pump is just ridiculous, but that's not like crazy. But like, like banging myself in the head and like throwing things, breaking things, talking really bad about myself. Being around my mom definitely allowed me to reflect on what I was doing and like see like, wow, that isn't okay. And because I'm very hot and cold, like when I would do that, I would come back. I would come back to reality and realize, wow, why did I just do that? So instead of living it out and doing things and then just forgetting the fact that I did it, I started to operate in this place where if I did something and I wasn't fond of the action that I did, I would stop like immediately after I did it and try to analyze what brought about that feeling. Why did I feel so upset to do that? Because that is the real problem. Not the fact that I did that, it's the fact that something got me so upset, right? So it's like, it's mad that I keep losing my keys. Okay, so therefore, that means I'm upset with myself that I'm being forgetful and I'm not being mindful about where I'm placing my things and making things easier for myself by putting it in the same spot every day. So you know what? Instead of getting mad at myself, calling myself stupid, calling myself forgetful, calling myself all these names, how about when I find my keys, because I'm going to find them, I designate one spot where I'm going to put my keys every single day, and I dedicate myself to doing that one simple thing, and that eliminates the cause of that. And if it does arise, then I know that if I lose my keys, sometimes I'm gonna get frustrated, or I'm gonna get mad. So when I'm starting to get the point of getting frustrated and mad, I can then identify, okay, Clarice, you have two options. You can get upset and you can get mad about it, or you can accept what's happening right now, accept the fact that you can't find your keys, but instead of letting out anger to dispel the fact that you're being irresponsible in the beginning, how about you just own up to the fact that you're being irresponsible in the beginning, and you just focus on the present, and you just focus on finding your keys so that way you can get to where you need to go. So it's all about having communication with yourself and having a lot of self-reflection on who you are, how you operate, and how you're going to operate. It's taking time before you respond to things, because life happens to everybody. Everybody loses their keys at one point in time in their freaking life. But the way that you respond to the loss of the keys is all up to you, and that's with everything in life. And finding the root of what it is that's causing you to be upset. And it's usually, something as easy as you. Unfortunately, we all have the right to get angry and to get mad and to get upset about things, but the way that we deal with it and the way that we handle that anger, we have complete control over. So basically, all in all, it's all about identifying what it is that's causing the anger, addressing what you find out, and then making necessary steps to adjust in order to prevent or to monitor how you're responding to those things that are happening to you. I just hope that it helps and that it inspires and it uplifts and it takes off some burdens of some people thinking that there was something wrong with them and that they had this huge problem and that no one else is like that, and how come I can't just be like them? We all have our things and we're all jacked up, like we say at my church all the time. We're all jacked up. So Nobody is perfect, and we all have our things, but we all have the opportunity to grow, and we all have the choice to make better decisions next time. I really hope you guys love this video. If you like it, give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and click subscribe so you can join us all on the journey to design a fancy life. And comment down below some things that just make you mad. Just what are some things that just make you so annoyed? And just comment down below, because there are things that make me annoyed. I admit the gas station annoys me. It still does. That's something I'm working on to this day. Gas station is annoying. Help me. Anyways, I love you guys, and have a beautiful, amazing week. And remember, you can do anything that you put your mind to as long as you believe in you. And yeah, see you next time.